Hello everyone, we are live and I hope that volume is good right there. Okay, looks like it's going to YouTube. Alright, we got our chat up. Alright, so today we are doing something very different from what I usually do. Usually if I'm streaming, I'm playing games or something like that, but this time we're going to actually try to make a game. And I'm excited. This is a game I've been planning for a long time. I have a little bit of experience like with Unity and some other game engines, I guess you could say. But Godot is not one of those, but Godot is what I want to make it in. So, we are going to start just by watching tutorials and trying to kind of figure it out as we go. So, hope you guys enjoy. If this goes well, I'd like to maybe do a few more of these streams and kind of document as I go what gets done with this. Alright, I just want to make sure we got everything here. Got our display up. I think... Okay, yeah, so y'all can see my screen and the cursor. Okay, I'm going to turn down that music. I'm going to stop that music actually for now. So what we're going to do is we are actually going to be watching tutorials on YouTube as we go. Now I will credit them. I'm going to post a link to this YouTube channel, especially if anyone is kind of doing this as they go as well, so that you can follow along. So let's get... There we go. Now I can see that better. And I'm going to copy and paste. I figured we'd try this video here from GWiz is their username, and it's just a Godot 4 third-person controller video. So I'm going to share that. There we go. Hopefully that should appear. Let's see, did that show up in the chat? Hope it appeared. Let's see. Okay, I see it. This is a little difficult with how what I've got for my setup here. Let's try this. There we go. I think this is going to be better. Trying to adjust some of my screens off of what y'all away from what y'all can see. Okay, yeah, that should be pretty good. Let's test this and make sure that the chat is coming up on stream. Uh-oh, what happened? Did we lose the stream? Excellent connect. Okay, we got it now. I think we're back. Okay, let's go and try to fix this. Just enough video to maintain. How is it not receiving? Okay, I saw that pop up for a second there. So I think we're good. Welcome to the stream. Alright, let's go ahead and start watching that video and try to figure out what to do here.
Hello everyone, in this tutorial, I'll be showing how to make a third-person controller, a Godot 4. Before we get started, I have a simple level setup with just a wall, a ramp, and a floor. They all have collisions, and I also have a world environment setup. Now, it's going to create a character body 3D.
Alright, so let's try that. Scene. Let's see, where was that?
We could just a world environment setup. Now, it's going to create a...
Okay, so this little thing right here. And he chose character body 3D. So let's try that character body 3D.
Character body 3D. We could just call this player. In here, we need a few things. To start, let's create a mesh instance.
Okay, so yeah, we'll follow his tutorial exactly at the moment. Might change it later. This node has no shape. Okay, that's fine. We're about to add that, so we'll click on that. Add mesh instance 3D. Okay, let's see what he does next.
We can put this as a capsule for now. Let's drag it up. I'm going to apply a material to it.
Oh, missed that.
Capsule for now. Mesh instance. We can put this at...
Okay, so over here, new capsule mesh.
As a capsule for now. Let's drag it up. I'm going to apply a material to it.
Let's see, we got some materials here. Let's do a brick.
And we could just call this body mesh. So let's create a collision for that mesh. So a collision shape 3D.
Okay, so now we need to click on player. Collision shape 3D. Create.
Going to click capsule.
Capsule. Right here. Oh, does it have to be on the mesh?
Drag it up. It needs to be slightly bigger than our mesh.
Okay, so let's zoom in a little bit. Oh. How's he moving this again? Yep, no. Okay, that's just to zoom in. Start pressing buttons. What was that? Oh, okay, so that messes with those up there. Oh, there was something. Hmm.
Due to the camera.
Okay, let's find out how to move around in Godot. Middle button, drag, orbit the camera around. Ah, okay. Shift and middle button is drag, okay. Right click, drag, rotate camera in place, okay. Okay, I think that's all we really need for now. Right, let's see. Let's orbit. And that's to move. We want to make sure it's bigger, he said. So let's do, is it this one? Scale mode, that's what we need.
That we're going to be setting up in a little bit, and so that we know which direction.
Ah, okay. You just do like that to make it all bigger.
Our character is facing. I have gone ahead and added 2 eyes in the front. Let's go ahead now, create a new node 3.
We'll just add a sphere to it as well. So what we need to add, mesh instance, create, and then this will make a sphere. Just make him a cyclops. Okay, that's pretty well centered on him too. Then
ED. This will be our camera origin. Let's go and set this to kind of the top of the head here, right around here. Let's now go ahead and create a new node called a.
Sorry, I missed that.
This to kind of the top of the head here. Camera 3D. This will be our camera origin.
Okay, so we need to add another to the player. Was that node? Was it node 3D that he had?
This will be our camera
node 3D.
origin.
Okay.
Let's go and set this to kind of the top of the head here, right around here. Let's now go ahead and create a new node.
Okay, so we will move this one. So to the top of the head, and then camera origin.
Called a spring arm. Let's go ahead and set the.
Okay, and then on top of the camera, then he adds a spring arm.
Spring length to about 2.
Spring length 2. Not 23.
And a margin to 0.5. In a bit, this will help our camera collide with the
0.5.
ground and not go through walls and go closer to our player when we are colliding with other objects.
Oh,
so
that's
now,
cool.
Let's attach a camera 3D to our
Camera 3D to the spring arm.
spring arm. Let's go ahead and drag it out to be at the end of our spring arm. And now
Did not mean to do that. Okay, to the end of the spring arm. Hopefully that is correct. No, it needs to be more like there. Right.
let's go ahead and set up our input map. So head over to input map. Here I have a left, right, up, down, and a quit.
On cam origin.
So head over to input map, end of our spring arm. And now let's go ahead and set up our input map. So head over to input map.
Project settings, input map.
Here I have a left, right, up.
Okay, so we gotta add a new action. Show built-in actions. Okay, maybe this. Now he doesn't have the built-in actions. Search W. Or no, we'll search left. Okay, left, and then listening for inputs. So left would be A. Okay. Alright, that matches with what he's got. Next. Right. Add. Oh, I don't see it. Right. Did that mess up? Oh, okay, there's our issue. So now the filter's off, we can add right. Left, right, up. Down. And then quit. Make that escape. Like he's got.
Down and a quit. This is WASD and escape. Please copy these in, or if you already have them, you can use them. Now on our player, let's create a new script.
Okay, so now I think we can just close this. Let's make sure. Project settings. Yep, so that's good.
Let's go ahead and control click on use them. Now on our player, let's create a new script.
Okay, on player. No, I need to add script. I don't think I did that right.
Please copy these in, or if you already have them, you can use them. Now on our player, let's create a new script.
Oh, there's a script button. Okay, so player, script, path player, is that what he's got?
Please copy these in, or if you already have them, you can use them. Now on our player, let's create a new script.
Went too fast. I think he did
these in,
though.
or if you already have them, you can use them. Now on our player, let's create a new script.
Okay, yeah, create.
Script. Let's go ahead and control click on our camera origin to.
Oh, did I lose sound? Hopefully I did not. Okay, my sound's still coming in.
Here, let's rename this.
I can still hear, so we're
Let's
good.
go ahead and control click on our camera origin to.
Okay, camera origin is going underneath jump velocity. I did not do the same thing.
Let's go ahead and control click on our
Control
camera origin.
click, okay. Control click camera origin. There we go.
To here, let's rename this to pivot.
Changing this to pivot. On ready, okay.
In our ready function.
Okay, function ready.
We're going to go ahead and set the input dot mouse mode to input dot mouse.
Did I do that right? Equals input dot mouse mode captured. Okay, so it's a keyword, so I've got to make sure it's capitalized.
Mode captured. This will capture our mouse into the window, so that way you can't go outside of it. Let's also quickly create a new export variable called sensitivity. I'll set this to 0.5 for now.
Export var sense 0.5.
And in our physics process, let's create
Okay, handle jump, velocity y, okay, right here.
a quick check if input dot is action just pressed.
Okay, this is not nested, this is just a regular if statement. If input dot is action just pressed.
Our quit function, so that way we can escape. We will get tree test. Our quit function, so that way we can escape. We will get tree dot quit. And now,
Okay, we will get tree dot quit. Did I do that right?
let's go to escape. We will get tree dot
Get tree dot
quit.
quit.
And now, let's go ahead and create a new function called input event.
Okay, this is back up under what we did here. That is its own function. Function. Oh, not that one. Input.
If the event is input event mouse motion, for the y-axis, we'll
If event is input event mouse motion event mouse motion. If event is input mouse motion,
you're
did I do
rotating
that
the
right?
entire character. So rotate y degrees to radians, and we'll pass in the negative.
Rotate y degrees to radians. And then in that,
Event dot relative dot x times sensitivity. And for
event dot relative dot x
the up and down, we will rotate just the camera. So pivot dot rotate x degrees to radians, and this will be the negative event dot relative dot y times sensitivity. And And to make sure that the camera doesn't go over the player when we keep rotating, we will set the pivot dot rotation dot x to a plant pivot dot rotation dot x degrees to radians to -90.
Okay, rotation x equals clamp pivot dot rotation pivot dot rotation dot x comma degree to rad -90.
And degrees to radians 45 degrees. So now if we press play, we can freely look around, and you can see when we
45 degrees. Okay.
rotate the Y. Now if we press play, degrees to radians 45 degrees. So now if we press play, we can.
Okay, so now do we have to save that? Okay, let's go ahead and save the scene. Okay, let's go back to. Oh, how do I?
To radians.
Did he cut or did he show how he did
So now
that?
if we press play, retro mode, we can to radians 45 degrees. So now if we press play, degrees.
He did not. Ah, 3D, here we go. Oh, that's ugly looking. No main scene has ever been defined. Select one. We want to select current. Oh. Did we mess up? That's not good. Okay, we got an error there. Expected. Ah. Okay, let's see what he had us do earlier, because I seem to have skipped it.
Not escape. Let's rename the ready function to input window. With our quit. And now let's go ahead and create a. We will get tree dot quit.
Ah, okay. So we gotta do tree, open close parentheses, then dot quit.
And now
Now let's go back to it and see if that works. Aha! Oh. That does not look right. Okay, we gotta close that. So something is not right there.
let's go ahead and create a new.
Did we mess something up? What was our quit? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did something different. Project settings, quit, escape. Okay. Let's make sure that that's what he had it set to.
So the input. Set up our input and a quit. This is WASD.
Yeah, escape physical.
Please copy these in, or if you're a control click. So that let's create sensitivity. Mode Y degrees to radians, and we'll pass in the degrees when we keep, and we can freely look around, and you can see when we rotate the Y, our entire
Okay, something is not right there. What did I do wrong? Script. Okay, input event. If event is that, rotate Y, degree to rad, minus event relative to X, times sense, pivot, dot rotate X, degree to radian minus event, Ah, there's part of it. Minus event dot relative y, and then pivot dot rotation dot x equals clamp pivot dot rotation x, comma, degree to rad minus 90, degree to rad positive 45.
45 degrees. So now if we press play.
Okay, now let's try press and play. Still, I don't know why that's not working. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing, didn't I? Alright, do we lose it? No, we're back. Alright, so let's get that tutorial back up. What was the last thing? We changed dot minus, or minus event dot relative y. Pivot dot rotation. Okay, it's looking like we're gonna have to close and shape 3D. Ah, here we go. Plane, I think is what we need. Convex separation. Let's do box, I guess. Okay, now let's try. Okay, something is up with our walking. You know what? I just have the sphere on the wrong side of the body. So, yeah, the camera works well, so that's a good start. However, close the debug.
Radians.
Now, why would our event not be working? Okay, that's mouse motion. Simple process delt. No, where was it? Okay, if physics process. Here we go. Oh, he might have more than we've got here.
And degrees.
Hi, Dubers. Godot. I feel like it's going pretty well. We've got a mouse. I mean a camera system going. So I'm not sure if you saw it just then, but just in case, I'll go ahead and show it to you. So if I hit play here, we can look around. That dot was supposed to be on the front side, like an eyeball or something, but I put it on the wrong side. But you can see I turn right, it goes right. Turn left, it goes left. Look up, it goes up and stops. And then look down, it goes down to like 90 degrees. So that's definitely a big step in my opinion. So especially having done like nothing in Godot before. I think my experience with Unity and just kind of general C++ programming and stuff like that's really helping. So
Radians. 45 degrees. So now if we press play, we can freely click around.
So let's go ahead and change. Thank you. Yeah, I'm hoping it continues to go well. So let's. How do I select that? We need sphere. Where is it? Here we go. Now we can move that forward. Okay, so mesh instance 3D. Move that forward. There, now we got a little eyeball in the front. Now we've got to investigate and see why this is not working.
So now, your best play, we can rotation.
Let's go down, or back to his part where he's talking about escape.
Captured. Let's go far if you already have them. Click, you can use them. Now on our player, let's create a new script. Pivot. Put. Can't. So pivot. A quick check if we can escape. Google Git. Tree. Dot.
Okay, so if we go into our script, he is down here. If is not on floor, so that matches up. Jump velocity, that matches up. Ah, okay, input, get vector, UI left, UI right, up, down. If direction. Let's try changing this to just left and see what happens. Let's hit play. If I press left, aha, that was it. The variables are not correct on here. Okay, now let's reload that. Look around, go forward, go left, go right, go back. Okay, now we just got to figure out why it won't quit. So stop that. Okay, it's got if input dot is action just pressed. Open parentheses equals quit. Close parentheses or close quotations. Close parentheses. Colon. Get tree parentheses dot quit.
Function called input. Here, let's go past add camera degrees. Player when we do not if we press play. We can freely look around, and you can see when we rotate the Y, our entire character will move. We will collide with the ground, and if I look all the way up, it will clamp to the top of the character. And since we have this pre-built character script, we just have to swap out our inputs for our left, right, up, and down to the ones that we have mapped previously. So I will just delete the UI underscore, and now if I press play, I can walk around, walk up the ramp, and if I walk to the wall, and I try to look behind it, I will clip through the wall to see the player. And obviously, if you want to ever change the distance of your camera, you can just change the spring arm length. Anyways, guys, I will be putting this into a GitHub, which will be linked in the description down. We will collide with the ground, and if I look all the way up, our inputs for our with the.
Okay, I just was getting ahead of myself there, so that's what's happened.
Inputs for our left, right, up, and down to the ones that we have mapped previously. So I will just delete the UI underscore, and now if I press play, I can walk around. Walk up the ramp, and if I walk to the wall and I try to look behind it, I will clip through the wall to see the player. And obviously, if you want to ever change the distance of your camera, you can just change the spring arm length. Anyways, guys, I will be putting this into a GitHub, which will be linked in the description down below. If you do questions or comments, please leave them down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.
Okay, let's see if anyone else had issues with escape. Yes, go ahead and give him a like. That was a very good tutorial of the video. Let's see. Okay, if we go to project settings, input map, quit with a lowercase q is physical. Escape, okay. Escape physical. Physical key code, okay. close that. Let's hit play. Escape is doing nothing. Okay, hang on, I gotta get the tutorial back up.
Do radians, and we'll pass in a camera. And in our, so that way,
Look, there's gotta be something
I'll set this to
wrong
0.5
here.
for now. And in our physics process, let's create a quick check. If imp can escape, we will get tree.quit. And now
Get tree.quit. Maybe it's not properly nested? I'm not too familiar with Godot script, so I don't know how picky it is when it comes to spacing and stuff. If input dot is action just pressed, quit, get tree. Oh my goodness! I just realized what the issue was.
Tree.quit. And now?
He doesn't. Okay, so that's the issue. He doesn't show it. But there's supposed to be two. Okay, open and close parentheses. Now, if we go to 3D, play, move around, and escape. That's it. That was the issue. Okay, so we've got a third-person controller that goes that way. Ooh, maybe I might be getting in over my head a little bit here, but I'm going to try something. Let's go to script. Before we do that, we got to go to project. Project settings. Add new action. We'll just call it shift. Actually, we'll call it run. Add, and then plus. Okay. Now close. Okay. Variable input. Left, right, up, down, direction. Where's the speed defined? Okay, let's try. If input dot is action pressed, run, colon, oh, but it's a constant. We could do okay, I think we can do this. Copy. Okay, what else can we call this to make it less confusing? I guess we call it speed X. Equal to speed. Oh, let's type insert. There we go. Equal to speed. And now we will change this to speed X. Now we want if action is pressed. Thanks, Flex Tape. Thanks for joining the stream. Let's see, we've got if input is action pressed, run. That would be speed X. Let's just mess with this and see what happens. Speed X times 1.25. Actually, let's do 150 because that would be a little bit more noticeable. And now, let's make it run. Okay. Okay, so I think we are on the right track with that. Oh, okay. That would be if action equals just pressed, maybe? Ah, okay, we'll do... Yeah, we'll try that. Play. Oh, okay. Let's make the plane a little bigger. Okay, I got a collision shape. Bigger. And... there we go. And now we can click on Mesh Instance. So we can get a... there we go. Now let's hit play. And what I'm thinking will happen is every time we press Shift, it'll speed us up by 1.5. Yeah, and that speed is compounding. So what we gotta do... let's see. Trying to pull in my math knowledge. We will take this and copy it. If input action is just pressed, no, is just released, we will divide it by 1.5. Ah, it's working! Yay! Let's change that to or to just 2. I'll change it to 3. That'll be easier to see. Okay, go forward. Running. No longer running. Running. No longer running. Yay! So we've got to manage to figure it out by ourselves too. Okay, space jump is already in here. Alright, what do we want to do next? Honestly, I expected that to take way longer than it did. So my plan was just to get like a pretty much only a third-person controller and maybe one more thing. I guess we will try to do that one more thing because we still got some time. Let's see, let's make... tell you what, let's kind of go over what this game is going to be, because I have not gone over that yet. Let's see, I think I've got my document somewhere. Desktop, here we go, Mall Cop Sim. Open. Okay, that one's open. Now we gotta open the other. Okay, so this game that we were working on here, we are starting with, of course, just kind of a basic third-person, more of a shooter than a platformer. There might be a little bit of platforming, but our ultimate goal is to create a mall cop simulator. So basically, think Paul Blart and then think even goofier, because that is what this game is intended to be. So, we've already got at least our basics of our third-person viewpoint controller. Stuff I want. I got pathfinding NPCs, rideable vehicles, weapon system, vent system. I am thinking we should either work on a vehicle system. I'm thinking vehicle or weapon system. Vehicle system will probably be easier, I would think. So let's see if we can find a tutorial for that. How to make a vehicle controller in Godot. The thing is, we don't just want a car, we want to be able to go to it, interact, and mount it. Let's try a mountable vehicle. Get a vehicle tutorial. That's a whole playlist. Entering and exiting vehicles. Oh, this tutorial's 16 minutes. Okay, let's find that guy that we were just watching and see what other videos he has, because his are very short and sweet, very condensed. Let's see, push object tutorial, resource preloader. What other stuff has he got? Animation blend. Projectile tutorial, Steam multiplayer, moving platforms, Steam integration. Tell you what, we might just do one of these other tutorials that he's got. Yeah, we might just do that. Make it do another tutorial just to kind of get more of the basics of Godot, because as you see there, once we learn stuff like this, I can kind of apply that. Whoops, don't want to mess with that. I can kind of apply it into other areas. So what would be something here that he's got? Virtual joystick, third-person controller, we just did that one. Remap inputs, joints, 3D, we don't have any models, so we can't really do that right now. Video player. Ooh. Let's try this. Okay, again, oh, that looks really cool. Alright, again, here is the link to the video, so y'all can join in and watch if you'd like to. As we follow this tutorial. This tutorial is, I think, even shorter than the other one, which is awesome. So let's try that.
3D video. Hello everyone, in this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make a 3D video player in Godot 4. I highly recommend checking out my video player tutorial, as I go into more detail on how to actually use that node. However, to quickly recap, please install the VLC Media Player from the Microsoft Store, and you should be able to find online versions for Mac and Linux users. In there, go over to Media, Convert and Save, press Add to add your MP4 file, head over to your Godot project, right click, open in File Manager, go ahead and copy the path where you want to save your video to, back in VLC, select Convert and Save, put your path into your destination file, make sure to rename the .mp4 to .ogg, and press Save, and press Start. And now in your video folder, you will have your OGG file. Now for the screen itself, let's go ahead and create a new Mesh Instance 3D. select plane mesh, go ahead and rotate it about 90 degrees, put it up against the wall or wherever your TV object is. Now in transform, make sure the link is off. We can go ahead and scale it to about 1.7 on the z-axis. This will be right around a 16:9 aspect ratio. We can go rename this to TV or screen. Now, create a sub viewport, create a sub viewport container, and inside that, create a video stream player. In that video stream player, select stream, new video stream. You will need to reference your video file. So right click, press copy path, paste that path in, enter. Go ahead and select autoplay. Head over to your sub viewport. We will need to change this size X and Y to the resolution of your video. Mine is 720p, so 1280 by 720. Now back over to your TV. Head over to surface material override. Create a new standard material. Scroll down to resource. Select local to scene. This is because the viewport texture needs to be local to the scene. And now head over to your albedo. Select texture, new viewport texture. We will then select our sub viewport. And that's it. If we go and press play now, you'll see we have.
That is insane how easy that is. My goodness. Okay, let's get the chat back up because I have seemed to have lost that. Okay, let's do that. That is crazy. So let's find a video that we can use here. I'll just take one of my YouTube videos and upload it. Actually, I will put a little teaser here of an upcoming video. Let's see. So we gotta find VLC Media Player, which I have installed. What? I thought I had it installed, do I not? VLC. Oh, I thought I had it installed. Well, I guess not. That's something I'll have to download later. Yeah, we'll do that later, I guess. Okay, where did our chat go? There we go. Alright, well guys, since unfortunately that's going to stop us from being able to do that tutorial, and we already got a lot more done than I've honestly kind of expected us to do, I'm thinking about going ahead and ending the stream there, and hopefully we can work on the projectiles next time, because I want to have a weapon system to use as the mall cop. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you are interested in this project, make sure to subscribe so that you can get updates and see when we work on this next. And hope you liked the video. I also hope you have a wonderful day, and remember that Jesus loves you, and so do I. And everyone, have a good night.